Right, hello there, Adam Southingard Paranormal. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you're all in good spirits. My mood has picked up since last week. I won't deny I was in a... my energy mood levels were like, just dropped like a stone. I don't know what's done it, but that's how they were. Obviously something down the line has affected me in that manner, but I'm a lot better this week. Still not 100%, but better spirits. Anyway, yeah, just following on a little bit from last week, I was talking about switching off from social media. Now that has done a lot of good. Taking a bit of a back step. Obviously still keeping on top of the content like this, etc. But the other bits, yeah, just sort of turning off a little bit and minding my own, as it were. Now, what I also did was sat back and see what other notifications I kept getting, because it's the most annoying thing in the world. You know, you're sitting there and your phone's just going ba-ding, 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 and I'm like, what's doing all this? So yeah, just sat there for a couple of days last week and see what notifications I kept getting and going through, and there was a lot of junk emails that I just sat there and systematically unsubscribed from, and one or two other things as well. I think because I've got a backup Facebook account if Facebook ban me again. Fortunately I haven't done it for a little while, but you know what they're like. And I needed a backup account to access my paranormal page. So yeah, that was the other thing, because the backup account, it's like I was getting notifications like, oh, friend suggestion, and oh, shut up. Do you know what I mean? So I ended up just going and switching that off. You know, it's all things like that, and it's great because my gadgets are now a lot quieter, which means I'm getting peace and quiet, which in turn is I'm now getting better night's sleep and so on. So that's working quite well. Yeah, on top of it, as I say, my energy just went boom. But I have got a week off next week, so I'm looking to take off for a couple of days. I was going to go West Country, but I've had a bit of a change of plan. I think I'm going to go up to Cambridge area, notably Isle of Ely. Reason being is when I've done my ancestry, I traced our line back to that place. So I want to go up and just sort of try and have a little connection thing going, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's where we're at on that point. Also, I've had bad luck with my Thunderbird, some of my DJ equipment. The Thunderbird, excuse me, needed the cam chain doing, which we all know. I think I've spoken about that many a time since December. Well, she finally went into the workshop on Saturday. But what has happened since is that I took her out for a run a couple of weeks ago, just to, you know, blow the cobwebs away, and she decided to turn herself from a triple into a twin. I lost the cylinder, and what it basically looks like is one of the coil packs needs changing. So you can imagine that's cheered me up no end, knowing that on top of the expense of the cam chain, which is not going to be cheap, it's getting the coil pack done as well. And I've just said to me, mate, you might as well give it a service, because it's about that time that it needs it. And yeah, so that's not cheered me up much. I mean, on balance, my Thunderbird, apart from consumables, has needed very little in the way of replacement for parts for stuff that has broken down. So in that respect, you know, it's all right, but it's still a cost that you can maybe do without. And I think again, on balance, the fact that it's taken me 10 years to rack up 30,000 miles to take it to the 50,000 mile limit, which is where the forums say the cam chain is doing. How long is it going to take me to rack up another 50,000? I'll probably be giving me license up by that point. So in that respect, yeah, it's not a lot of money, but for one lump sum it is. Yeah, so that's my Thunderbird. I had a little bit of a silver lining to that. When I took it to the workshop, there was a guy there who's got a Rocket 3. Now, the Triumph Rocket 3 has always been a bit of a bucket bike to me, and I've been caught saying once or twice, if my Thunderbird was ever rendered unrideable for whatever reason, then I would look to get a Rocket 3, if I'm in honesty, because it's one of those vehicles whereby the designers are pretty much given a blank sheet of paper and just said, fill your boots, you know. And it's a bike that should not exist, but does. And not only does it exist, it's a very popular machine. And it throws out, or the older model, which is what he's got, throws out nearly 150 foot-pound of torque. So, yeah, and he's basically said, at the end of the month, I could take it out for a ride. I'm really looking forward to that. It's one off my bucket list. Obviously, I'm going to do a little review, which I'll put on here. I'm going to try and look through different elements to put up about it. Because obviously there's so many people who've put up about their experience with the Rocket 3 that I want to try and look at for different spins to put. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, one of my light units packed up with me Thursday night for me DJing. Which hasn't filled me for the joys of spring. He's just jumped to red. So I'm now going to look to go down to DJ Superstore and buy myself a little party bar, because it's like 4 lamps for the price of one, and it's it all compacts down. It's very easy to set up, and it should give me a bit of more. It should enable me to pack up and pack down quicker and use up less space. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, it's just things that have been really niggly. But hopefully, you know, coming out, my mood seems to be changing a bit now. Yeah, other than that, Saturday, me, Adam from Paranormal Essex, his other half, Charlotte, and his sister Becky, we ended up getting into Valent's house in Dagenham. It was a Fright Nights event that we booked up last September, but it was cancelled due to the Queen passing away. Well, I rescheduled it for this Saturday just gone. So yeah, we went to that, and we had a good chuckle, as we always do. And I've actually got some really good content from that place. So as soon as it's all edited, famous last words, it'll be up on here. It's just me. Yeah, that's the other thing. Why I haven't been myself. I've procrastinated about editing, so I've got a fair bit to catch up with. But yeah, we had some good responses in one part of that building. It was really, even I was sort of taken back with what we was getting come through, or rather the activity we were getting. So yeah, that was great. And I've just finished, talking of editing, I've just finished doing the visit to St Nicholas Church in Langdon. That's done at last. I've got a couple of other bits to do on my computer. I'm hoping now I pulled my finger out my backside to get them done. I've got some clearing to do in my place, just some tidying up exercises. And yeah, so content this week, it's the second part to the B-17 bomber, the one that crashed off of All Hallows in the Isle of Grain, or near the Isle of Grain, I should say. That's coming up this week. That was a very interesting. We had some, yeah, I'll let you watch it and you can sort of judge for yourself. But it was worthwhile. We're going to go back to it at the actual anniversary of the crash, and hopefully we can help those poor souls move on. But yeah, that's what's coming up this week. Well, I'm going to leave it there because I'm actually working today, and I've just stopped at Southend Hospital for yet again, and I'm going to go and pick my chap up. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you all have a great week. And as I said, that's what's coming up Thursday, second part for the B-17 bombing. And I think there might be some content on Sunday as well. I can't remember how I've done it, but you'll find out. Love and light to you all. God bless you all. Take care. Bye-bye.